All right, so something new today. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind being able to have my own custom avatar. There are several ways that I heard of before, but it required, a subscription to OBS, or excuse me, to Adobe, and Adobe kind of pricey. Like, last I checked, it was like for the full suite, it's like $200 a year or something. Actually, it's not the suite. It's not everything. But anyway, we don't have to go into that. So I was like, you know what? Normally, I usually stream with just my face or whatever. But I thought, I want to try some other things. It's been a while since I did a avatar before. It's been like, probably 2 years since I messed around with avatars before. And I originally paid for a guy to do a Wise Carrot avatar, but oh, Snarky, thank you for the for the cheers. How are you doing today? So anyway, the guy was not that good of an artist, and he gave me my money back. I didn't ask my money back. I just said, you know what, this needs to be fixed here and here and here. But he just didn't want to deal with the hassle. He basically wanted it to be, oh, I love it, and be done with it. But I'm kind of picky. You know. So he gave my money back, and I still have the files and everything. But I mean, it's not that great, So for a while, I was like, you know what? Maybe I can just make my own or whatever. But I don't want to be able to have to deal with difficult like 3D tools and stuff like that, So I don't know. I decided to come and look at stuff here on YouTube, and I happened to find this one thing that I'm going to show you guys today. I'm doing good, very good. Yeah. So today we're gonna make a little avatar. It comes with an avatar already. This file is how do I explain this? So like when you download and install it, it doesn't merge into the Windows operating system. There's a better word for it, but my brain, I can't remember the special words I used to say. But you can move it anywhere you want on your computer, anywhere, and as long as you know where the directory is, you're good to go. So I'll show you before I show a little bit of this here, because I mean I'm no expert at this at all. We're gonna learn this together. Listen to some of this together, but here I'll show you what I got already. So this comes with it. This comes with this Bambi here, and you can see that the Bambi does talk. It's got some basic animation going on, and what's nice is that you can easily change stuff that needs to be done here. So I can make some changes here. And it says here that an ad is coming in. Hey, this actually told me for a change. Ad's coming in 18 minutes. Okay. Well, that's freaking cool. He finally did that for me. So anyway, yeah. So what's nice about it is you don't have to have your face either. So let's move my face somewhere else. In fact, I don't even need this at all, to be honest. I don't need that at all. I mean, I do need it on, right? Because it ties to the OBS. But I mean, you don't have to show your face at all for it to do its thing. Because all it really needs is the speech, and I use let's bring this thing back down now, because I use this, I use this thing here, the blue, I use the, it's not a Yeti, it's a snowball, a blue snowball, so I use that, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic, really, to be honest, so you can see here that it comes with some artwork. So you can see here that it's got mouth closed, mouth open, eyes blinking. So look, it's got blinky eyes, which is kind of cool, and then blinky open. So really, just four images. 4 images. Now, this is a deer, so my character is going to be a carrot, right? And carrots don't have necks, so there's not going to be moving his head like this at all. So I don't really have to worry about that. Excuse me. So yeah, it's kind of basic, but at the same time, I think it's kind of interactive, and you can, make your own custom avatar. You can actually just find anything on on Google, and this works with. You can use it with you don't want to use you don't really want to use PNGs because you want to stick with or JPEG. I'm sorry, you don't want to start with JPEG. You can't use JPEG. I mean, you could, but you can't really have the background hidden, right? So go with GIF or GIF, or however the fuck you want to say it. So go with a GIF or a I prefer PNG. And then at that point, you just dump your files up in there, and that is that. So let me give you guys the video here. Oh, I could probably also, okay, does this have this here? No, it does not. Okay, so I do have the download area on Discord. Let's see here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this going, because I mean, this is pretty cool. It's pretty simple, and at the same time, it does what you need to do. So like this here, you notice it's not. It tells me how much jumping around it is. Like this deer's on crack. No, it's on speed. So then white means it's off. So see, now it's still. And so yeah, I don't even. It's pretty basic. You gotta say it's. I mean, it's so simple. It's the simplest software I've ever seen, and it's free, guys. In the very beginning, they say like, "Oh, hey, it'd be nice if you can, donate." Which is cool, but nonetheless, it's cool that that this is just out there. It's pretty awesome. So the name is kind of weird. It's like Viado Tube. It's a weird ass name. I mean, they created it, so they can just say whatever they want, I guess. But I gotta tell you, it's like not really big on the name a whole lot. So let's go to so yeah, right here is where you want where the excuse me, where the download is. So I'm going to show this with you guys so you know what you're going to see before you open it. Copy and paste. All right, so that's it there, so you can see it. All right, so yeah, so like I said, I already opened mine, right? But yeah, this is what you get right away, and you can download now, name your price. Just download like that. Now this is where I'll tell you, oh, you know, but you can just say no thanks if you don't want to donate them at all. So like and then just I downloaded the 64-bit version, which pretty much all Windows are 64-bit nowadays. So unless they're like, you know, Windows like 7 or older, because some Windows 7 started with 32-bit. So yeah, then you just download there. Then it's nice to look at that. They got it for Mac and Linux, which is even more awesome. Like, wow, they have that. So it's kind of cool. As I see that this could be something that if you're like let's say you want to be a what do you call it? A podcaster, right? And podcasters are usually all voice, but nowadays, at least in the beginning, podcast was generally just voice only. But now podcasters also are videos, you know. So yeah, if somebody wants to chat with somebody else and they don't want to show their face, well, now here's a possible way that they could do it, and they don't have to break the bank. Now there are other free stuff out there that could be done. This one now is free. I remember I bought this a few years ago, and then I was like, oh, yeah, I wasn't really into it. It's a good thing, but it's a very heavy software, which means that it takes a big hit on your resources when you're streaming, unless they've changed it, you know. Which again, I haven't done this in many years. I know that some other company took over Face Rigged, and now it's a new company, and that new company made it free. So yeah, I'll probably try one of these out again, because I just downloaded it. But I kind of want to see what's going on with that. But yeah, I've done it for 8 hours, so I really did try my best to really love it, but I just didn't really love it, you know. Because you can't really customize. You can customize, but then that's where you have to pay a big price for the artist, and the artists, you know, they deserve to get paid. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's just like anything else. You know, do you want to go to? I mean, it's like, you know, when you see the check engine light. I mean, a lot of people will avoid that thing for the longest time until they have the money to pay for it. You know, it's like that kind of thing, you know. Hey, Mr. Boy. Ron's in the house. Hello, Ron. That's Ron. Mr. Ron. Mr. Roddy Rods. So yeah, let's go ahead and play some more with this while we're at it. Let's go ahead and listen to what this fella's got to say. Okay, first off, we need to turn this volume up a little bit, so let me go do that now. Still can't hear shit. I mean, I can hear it, but you guys can't, so I'm gonna bump this up.
This is a guide video on how to set up
there you go.
easy and free to use avatar for yourself. You can use this for streams or YouTube videos. You can keep it turned on all the time, similar to how VTubers operate if you wish to do so, or you can just turn it on and off at specific moments for entertainment value if you wish to do that. You can also have more than one prepared and
I thought about doing it this way, but kind of hard for you guys to see what's going on, so maybe I'll do it, what's this, mini mode? What the fuck's mini mode? What the hell is a goddamn mini mode?
Hello everyone, Content Creator
Don't like
here,
that.
and this is a guide video on how to set up a very easy and free to use avatar for yourself. You can use this for streams or YouTube videos. You can keep it turned on all the time, similar to how VTubers operate if you wish to do so, or you can just turn it on and off at specific moments for entertainment value if you wish to do that. You can also have more than one prepared and swap between them on the fly. I'll show you how to set this up, how to use it with streaming software, how to use it with a Stream Deck, and how to let people redeem them if you are streaming on Twitch to add some fun for your community. There will be timestamps in the description down below if you wish to jump to something specific. Instructions on how to set this up. Go to the URL shown on screen now. It will be in the description down below to jump to the V802 website. There's lots of information here on the website if you need it or would like to read it.
Ron, you are really kind of stinky, man. I know it's your food, and you got to eat your moist food. But I'm gonna turn on my, I'm gonna turn on the candle here. Moist cat food, just he loves it, but I don't love it. I don't love the smell. All right, we got 5 more minutes before the. For the three advertisements coming.
Read about it, but once you're ready, scroll down and download the file. After you have downloaded the file, unzip the file and place it somewhere you won't lose it. I put mine in a folder called V802 Mini on the C drive in the programs file.
So yeah, so like I said, standalone program, that's what it's called. Good job, my brain is starting to remember shit. So it's a standalone program. So it's not going to merge into the Windows operating system, if you will. So in other words, a lot of things a lot of these programs that are built into the Windows directory. So that's why I really love standalone programs, because I can just move them anywhere I want. And actually, I mean, you could even go as far as putting it in a jump drive, right? A thumbstick, you know, and then just move it somewhere else, and done. I mean, it's pretty cool. I love those a lot, because back in the day when I was doing emulation with MAME, I did that exactly. I took all I took the MAME and everything in there in the jump drive, and then I would just take it with me, and when I wanted to go play something, pop that right in and play whatever I wanted to play on pretty much any computer. So yeah, so I love standalone programs.
files folder just so I could find it easily in the future. Afterwards, open it up and run the VietoTube Mini application for the first time. When you open it for the very first time, it will have some default images in place that you can update with your own characters or avatars. At minimum, we're going to need 2 images for this. One for closed mouth and one for open mouth for the program to swap between when we are talking. Click on closed mouth and select the file that you want to use for it, and the same for open mouth. You can use GIFs for this as well. The character I am currently showing you...
Okay, see now he called them GIFs. Okay, so that seems to... I don't know why I keep doing this, but for some reason, ever since as long as I can remember, I've always been calling them GIFs. And I don't know where I came up with that, but it's wrong. It's GIF. So if I say GIF, just like make fun of me, and then and then I'll be like, dang it, I did it again. GIF.
Has a GIF of him bobbing his head for the closed mouth. I'm gonna crank up the sensitivity so he stops talking, and you can see he's just kind of bobbing his head when he's
bobbing his head.
That's because my closed mouth image is a GIF, but the open mouth image has him just open his mouth. Now the reason he is shaking around is because of another feature that we're going to touch on in a moment. Next up is microphone sensitivity. You want to move the slider that's on this left bar until your character seems to talk when you talk. If it is too high or too low,
you can't
it is
go
not
in there.
going to look right. The right slider is mic delay sensitivity. In other words, it is how long will the program wait for the mouth to close after it has opened. I have mine set for the highest level for it to react faster, but again, you can easily play with this. Microphone device, clicking this lets you set your mic device. Mine auto-detected the first time I opened the program, so I never had to touch this, but if yours doesn't, you can fix that here. Background is very useful for green screen effects. You can see my streaming software here on the left with green screen software enabled and see what happens as I change the background. When we get to green, the background completely disappears, and all that's left is my character floating there in the air. Save and load options are down here. It is always good to keep a backup of your settings, just in case. Going back up to the top, closed mouth blinking image and open mouth blinking image are purely an optional setting.
Like I said, very important to save your files. Very, very important. And make a backup as well. And save that somewhere else.
Not using them, but if you put a file there that looks like a version of your character with eyes closed, it will occasionally swap between them to make it look like your character is blinking. Now you could also have the same effect by just having a GIF of them blinking, or whatever you like. Closed mouth motion and open mouth motion has your character moving around. I will change the sensitivity here just so my character is always mouth open, and click through the open mouth motion options, and you can see you can make them look very excited by bouncing around, or just hold completely still, or slight movement, or shaking, or whatever. You can play with those settings to get whatever kind of effect that you like. Mouth transition, if turned on, adds a little jump to your character each time they first transition from the closed mouth effect to the open mouth effect. And I am talking slow to try to demonstrate this.
Okay, we got 20 seconds, 10 seconds before the ads come in. I'll pause until the ad is over. And for those that are subs, excuse me, for those that are subs, I figure, why are you what are you supposed to do? What's the whole point of me having a sub if you're just gonna leave or whatever, blah blah blah. Ow, damn! I just banked my freaking elbow. Ow. That really hurt. Damn. So I'm wondering if this... Jesus, Ron? Hey, there you go. You guys can watch Ron wreck my place. Hey, Mr. Boy, you like wrecking my place, huh? That's what I do. I love to wreck the place. Come here, Ron. Come here, Ron. So Ron, he likes getting into stuff. And I can't let him eat that because it's chipped and I don't want him ingesting. This, on the other hand, I don't think it breaks stuff, so yeah, I'll just throw something to him and and then he'll play with it. So gotta make sure certain things are out of the way so we don't save my stuff up in here. But yeah. Okay, so it looks like we are coming to a break here. Let's see, ad breaks end in 40 seconds. So I kind of like this thing, man. I've never really had this work before, but now it's working, and I can actually see the ad's about to come in. It gives me like 3 minutes, and now that I have that, because I get a few people that are like, oh, it's an ad, because I'll go through on a big speech or whatever, and then they can't hear what I'm saying, and then I have to repeat it, and the ad is over. All right, everybody, we are done with the advertisements. And I was just putting Ron up there, who's trying to destroy my place. Ow! Watch the claws, bro. Like, I'm giving him like some of my brushes to play with. Don't chew on it. Try not to chew on it. Swipe with it. Swipe with it. Yeah, but what Ron wants to do is to get into my stuff over here. He loves to get in here and get into things. Because he's just a boy and he loves to get into stuff. He loves to get into stuff, doesn't he? And I never use this brush, so I don't even care if he... Like, this brush is like... It's never been used. So... I'm not a big fan of these big fat brushes that have a thin point at the end. I'm not a big fan of that. Something's big, it should be big, not fine. Fine detail is meant to be small. Okay, back to what we were doing before here. Let's bring this back. Oops, wrong one. Bring this back. I'll be back. Bring this back here. And now we continue on. Learning is occurring.
Adding a hotkey is only necessary if you are using multiple states. Here is an example of another character loaned to me by a fellow streamer by the name of Aralozen. I have set a hotkey for these two states using my numeric keypad, and by pressing that button, I can easily swap between them. Right this second, I have numpad 7 for my little wizard guy, and numpad 8 for this purple cat. That covers the basics of this very simple and easy to use software, but let's say wizard guy and numpad 8 for this purple cat.
Oh my God, Ron! I'm gonna hold you now. You're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna hold you. You're just getting into my stuff, and we're trying to learn things.
That covers the basics of this very simple and easy to use software, but let's say you're a streamer and you want to use this in your streaming software. How do we do that? Here I have OBS Studio, which is my own streaming software of choice, but they are all going to be very similar to what I'm about to show you. Okay, now this is the scene where I control my camera settings. So what we're going to do, how do we do that? Here I have OBS.
Okay, I want to rewind it a little bit, because you see that there's another character there, so it seems like this software has a way to have more than one person, if you will, that you can swap from one to the other as they're talking. That would be kind of nice. So let's go through that again and see what he said.
A hotkey is only necessary if you are using multiple states. Here is an example of another character loaned to me by a fellow streamer by the name of Aralozen. I have set a hotkey for these two states using my numeric keypad, and by pressing that button I can easily swap between them. Right this second I have numpad 7 for my little wizard guy and numpad 8 for this purple cat. That covers the basics of this very simple and easy to use software, but let's say you're a streamer and you want to use this in your streaming software. How do we do that? Here I have OBS Studio, which is my own streaming software of choice, but they are all going to be very similar to what I'm about to show you. Okay, now this is the scene where I control my camera settings. So what we're going to do is just add a source, and we want to add a game capture. And we're going to create a new one. I just called mine V802, which you can see it here. Once you have created it, right-click on it, and go to...
Oh, hold up. So he uses... So that right there, you don't use it as a as a camera with OBS. You use it as a video game. That makes it even wow, that's great, because then you really don't need to have the camera at all. You could turn the camera completely off. As long as you got voice, then you got your avatar. A lot of these other softwares, you must have a camera in your face. Some people don't like having their face done, and they don't want to be like, oh, if the thing goes buggy, well, now my real face is going to be seen. Some people don't like that, you know. So I think this is a great way to be able to not worry that if the software bugs out, it's not going to show my physical face. Because that's one thing with these, like with the VTube software, the FaceRig software, both of those require cameras on your face for you to move your head and mouth and eyes. And I mean, it's a cool software, it really is. But like I said, some people don't want to... They just don't want to trust that it's going to work, and that if they don't want their real face seen, then, you know what I mean? Like, some people just don't want their real face seen, you know? So now there's a way you can get around this. So this is awesome. So with this on OBS, you're going to use the game. And the game is what's going to tie into your avatar. Let's rewind this a little bit so we can see him do it again. So here. Now see, there's there's media source, right? That could be whatever. It could be a video, it could be audio. All right. Let's see.
Be very similar to what I'm about to show you. Okay, now this is the scene where I control my camera settings. So what we're going to do is just add a source, and we want to add a game capture. And we're going to create a new one. I just called mine...
So yeah, it's a game capture. So it kind of can get confusing for people that are new to streaming or new to anything similar to streaming, is that they're like, oh, he just said the word camera. Well, I don't want my face seen. Well, now you know that this is a game capture, and OBS, or pretty much any other type of streaming software, game capture physically is you're taking a video game and it's being captured onto another software that can be used to be shared. So there you go.
V802, which you can see it here. Once you have created it, right-click on it and go to Properties. And you want to set it to capture a specific window. And in our case, that window is the v802mini.exe application. Now mine is hidden right this second because of the little hidden eye, but if I turn it on, there it is. Simple as. Now, if you want to have this avatar up all the time, you're done. But if you want to be able to swap back and forth between the avatar and your real self at will, let's continue. So next up, what if you have a Stream Deck and you want to swap between your avatar and your real self at will? If you don't, right-click on it and go to Properties.
Okay, I feel like there's something missing in this though. Like, is he just, is it literally removing the camera? I don't think it is. I think he's just doing it on top of himself. Is what I think. And that's why I got the software so we can see what it's talking about. I believe the one Lestat uses requires camera. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Snarky. Not just you, but other people I know, they don't want to have the faces seen. I personally, I'm okay most of the time, but sometimes I just don't want to have my face seen. It's just my preference, and so yeah, I want to make my own carrot avatar, and this seems like it's possible. So now we're gonna go and test this out personally, and see what it's going. Before I do that, though, let's go ahead and send the link to this again. That's the link to the software, and then this is the link, or this is the YouTube video here, right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring it back. Now, there's my Bambi. It comes with the Bambi. I didn't make this. Somebody else did. So the Bambi's already there. And then I already been kind of fiddling around with it. So if I were to move it up all the way, and you can make it just do all kinds of stuff, make it talk fast. I'm going to talk really fast. I'm going to talk really fast. Now, when you talk really fast, his mouth stays open. So that's why you have to kind of go with, let's go low and see what it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's slower. So if you're a fast talker, this might not be the best thing for you. But I can tell you right now, if you're talking real fast, I don't think anybody's going to really know what you're saying. That's pretty good for me, guys. You don't even understand. Sadie, no! Sadie, Sadie, shush! Oh, Jesus. Close the window, close the door. So yeah, that was pretty good though. You see how I was able to talk fast? I haven't done that in years. Holy shit. So anyway, yeah. So it comes with the deer, so it gives you an idea of what you can test with, and then it gives you these things here that your that's your mouth. So when you do it this way, transition. So you can kind of mess with the speed of your transition. This one here's the vibrating one, so while you're moving you can vibrate. You can even go like you're on crack, you're on speed, and you're going really fast. And then if you really want to be on speed, then you can go like full crazy. I need more coffee. But yeah, it seems like it's pretty easy to mess with. So yeah, I think I probably would like it about maybe this level. I think it would be pretty good for me. So now we have this. So let's go ahead and build this into OBS. I'm going to do the best that I can because you're going to, we're basically going to be seeing ourselves to see ourselves. So we're just going to have to deal with that, right? Because we just don't have a choice. We just don't got the choice. If we want to learn, we got to see what we're seeing. All right, so like he said here, you want to grab a game capture. So game capture, and you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to keep it something a little simple for me. So this is called like the avatar. Vavatar. Vavatar. So I'll just do that. Then I'll go OK. And then specific window. And then V. And then we want to allow transparency. Turn off capture. Testing. Don't need to worry about anti-caca. And then there you go. Bada bing. Right there. Now I can move this over here. And no matter what, now we got Bambi right over there. So let's go ahead and get rid of the display. Now here's what's even awesome. You can use the OBS to flip. If you don't know how to flip, I mean, I guess I could show you that too. So you want to right click, and then you want to, excuse me, you want to go to, where's that? Transform. Then you want to flip. So flip horizontal, then boom, now you're over here. Like so. Now if you have a avatar that's got a picture, or that's got like letters, then obviously unless it's a W or an M or a 0 or an O, you know what I mean? Like the word wow could get away with it, or mom. But most often than not, if you have an image that's got text and you flip it, now you just reversed it. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool, I got to say. So yeah, right now let's go ahead and go to a step further. Now I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm going to do that right now. Boom. And look at that. I still have the avatar running. So in other words, I literally could pull the cable right off the camera, and this will still work, unless you're using the camera and your mic. Then just don't point your face out there. But that kind of defeats the purpose, really, if you think about it. So like I said, this is perfect, I think, if you're gonna do, like, say, a podcast. Then you could do your podcast or whatever, and now you can have at least some type of interaction, something to say, you know, that's a person talking there. You know, and you can make it whatever you want. Like I said, when you download this software, it comes with Bambi. I'm just going to call it Bambi. I don't know what they want to call it, but I call it Bambi. And then you can make your adjustments here, so I can make it do whatever. I can even add more images and whatnot. So, and now you notice when you work on it, that's when you start seeing everything else. But then when you stop touching it with your mouse pointer, then it goes away. Now the final step, and let's put me back on here. The final step will be, okay, well, I don't want to click on here by accident. Well, you can get away with that by just clicking off of it. But if you accidentally click on, then you get that, right? So now let's try to see what happens if you let's go ahead and bring back the display back here. Let's excuse me. Let's bring it back here. Let's see what happens now when I bring this down here. Does this still work? And the yes it is. So what I did was, you can see that I brought it all the way down to I minimized it. So I minimized it. That prevents you from making the small mistake of, of clicking the thing and not knowing that you clicked that here. Because that'd be like, oh, especially if you're doing like a podcast and you're more concentrated on the voice and you're not going to really want to be able to look down all the time to see, oh, is this going to be working right? So now it seems like it's good. Before you start your stream, minimize that, and bam, you're off to the races. And I tell you what, I cannot wait to create my own avatar. Now, how do you make an avatar? There's many ways. There's people here that are not artists that say, how are we going to do this on our own? I mean, I don't know. You can go with the character you like, for example. Let's say you like, I don't know. Let's say you like a superhero. Batman. Let's say Batman, right? Just Google up, a GIF. There you go with the GIF again. A GIF of Batman, or a PNG of Batman. Do that. Once you do that, then all you have to do is a simple copy paste the same thing twice. With the second one, just use some free software that you probably have already, and just make a mouth out of it. That's it. Now you have Batman, and now you have a mouth that'll open and close. Easiest way you can do it. So now let's move on to let's go to the art side of things. Now we're at the art side of things, and now we're going to go ahead and bring back the game capture again, since I already made one. Going to bring it over here, bop it up, like so. And now I'm going to bring it over here, I guess. Hey, welcome. Nice to meet you. How are you doing today? Yeah, I've done a bunch of stuff with how to create your own avatar. You don't really need to have real art skills to do it. And I kind of discovered it earlier today, and I tried it out, and I kind of like it. Pretty easy to do. I would highly recommend that you read the VOD, or I'll send a link of what I saw here on YouTube right there, because that's where I found how to do it. And then you make your own avatar right there. And I was just explaining that you don't need to have a microphone, or excuse me, you need a microphone. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you very much. Oh, we got another follow. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Hey, Nathan. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Nathan. Nice to meet you. I gotta say, it's been a long time since I've had back-to-back follows. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, anyway, the whole point of this was like I wanted to make it nice. Go have fun with those. It's good to have fun with those channel points. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I sent the link. I'll send it one more time so you guys can read the video of how to do it. And then it's a standalone software, so you could put it anywhere you want. You could even put it on a thumbstick, or
it smells like creativity.
Creativity. And yeah, you can just easily put together. It comes with this. It comes with the images here. This Bambi, it came with that. So yeah, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little carrot avatar for myself. Again, it'll just be something quick. I'm not gonna, spend all day doing it. Well, I'll show you the recent. Actually, it's on my Instagram and on my TikTok account. I have my latest image I put out there for a friend of mine, Lestat TV Pickle. He wanted me to draw a thick Lilith from Diablo. At first, I kind of made a joke, and I made thick Lilith that looked like a character from Mermaid, Ursula, as a joke. But then in the end, I gave him the proper thick Lilith that he wanted. All right, so let me go ahead and connect my. Oh, god damn it! It's on low battery. Ugh. All right, everybody. I'll be right back. I gotta go get my. I gotta go get the charger here for my iPad. All right, here we are, coming back right now. That didn't take so long. Got to charge, got to connect to this iPad here. So yeah, you got some new followers here. You guys are welcome to share with me. Tell me about if you are streamers as well, or do you just like to chat? Or you're always welcome to share with us. And now we gotta see if this is even connect. Good, it's charging now. Thank God. Okay. All right. Kind of concerned there for a second. Let's go ahead and turn on the iPad. then get that over here, and then now I'll go ahead and connect to. Oh, don't be like this. Don't do this to me. Oh, I know what's wrong. I didn't turn on the air server. The air server is a device used for connecting to display iPad to my PC. I just forgot to turn it on. There we go. Okay, so we do have a ad break coming in 1 minute. When that happens, I will pause myself, get water and stuff like that, and then I will return. So you don't have to worry about missing anything that I say. When I come back, we will turn on what we're doing. But yeah, this is the thick Lilith I did for a friend of mine. So yeah, we got 40 seconds before the ad kicks in. Actually, which one is the... Oh, here it is there. So yeah, this will show you the video. All right, we're going to be there in 10 seconds, and then I'll be back when the ad is over, everybody. So hold tight. It'll be soon. Okay, so looks like that's weird. It looks like the ad is over. That's funny. It told me that the ads were starting, but then it said that it ended. Huh. I don't know if the ads are working or not, guys. Anyway. Okay, this is being a butt munch. Oh, you don't need to see this shit. Anyway, moving on. All right, so we have to do a animation. I really don't know if you guys can actually hear what I'm saying or not, because Twitch told me that it was going on an ad break, and then I thought that'd be a great time for me to take a break, and then all of a sudden it shows that it's done. It's like, was it literally 1 second long? Oh well, we're just gonna have to just do what we gotta do. Anyway, so yeah, I make emotes, and among other things, and I do a lot of traditional artwork as well. So anyway, so yeah, you can see here that I've already got a carrot already done, right? I mean, I could really just really go cheese on it and just grab something that is already made. Now, if somebody was, you know, they want to say they want to grab a Batman, for example, then all you need to do is just change the mouth. Actually, we need to do it. You know, let's do it from scratch. Let's do it from scratch. Let's do it from scratch here. So, oh yeah, this is something else I made for Lestat as well. I made him an animation right there. Of course, you can't see it right now because this was the sketch version of it. But anyway, moving back on. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. Allergies in California are the worst. So let's do PNG Batman. Batman. Hold on. Batman. Head. That's Reed. Head. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Again, this is just noodling around a little bit. Okay, well, there's a Batman right there. Could probably just go with that. Ooh, that'd be cool. And go with this one. Alright, so this is just an example. So let's go ahead and save the video, or excuse me, save the photo. Hopefully it's saved. Let's go back here. Now, I don't know how large you guys want to have your thing, but I don't think you want it too gigantic, so I figured, 500 by 500, more than enough. Now let's see, let's go ahead and oh yeah, we have to go back to the thing over here, and then we're going to copy. First off, let's make the little adjustments here to kind of. Eventually, you're not going to get the background, the white background, so just keep that in mind. This is, like I said, this is just a quick way to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and copy. Go back to here, edit. Ouch. That's copy. Where is paste? Okay, well that's not it. I'm feeling kind of silly here. Trying to find out where paste is in this thing. Like, what the fuck? I usually use Clip Studio, by the way, because I'm working on a comic book, and I've been I'm more used to Clip Studio than this. This is a great tool, and it's pretty cheap for that matter, but for me, just swapping between one thing or another, just there's the paste. Why is it under add? That has a stupid. Oh, add paste. Like, what the hell? Okay, well, at least we freaking found it now. Okay, all right. So now that we got this, now we're going to go ahead and get rid of the background here, and let's get rid of all this stuff here. Automatic. Ooh, that's just nasty. That is a terrible, 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 terrible. Again, this is just quick shit, so I don't know why I'm going this hard on this. Wow. This bitch fucking died. I thought being plugged in, I guess the power was going faster than yeah, holy shit. Okay. Well, I can't use this thing, guys, until this bitch is done charging. That sucks. That bloody sucks. That sucks a lot. We'll just have to do a tutorial with that some other day. Anyway, well, I wouldn't say a tutorial. It's more like you know, just goof it off or whatever. Now, I mean, I do have other tools I can use other than this. I just prefer not to use it. Anyway, I think I'll just go ahead and end this stream today. Again, this is pretty good. I got to show something off to people, and on top of that, you got to learn some tricks on making your own avatar. And if you're not an artist, I was just trying to show you how simple it could be. So you saw that I just Googled a PNG of Batman, and I was just about to remove the background, and then at that point all I would have to do is have basically copy paste the same image, and then one image will just be like with his mouth the way it is that we see, and the next one we would make literally just a white. We just have no mouth at all, but then replace the mouth with just a simple like circle, a black circle, you know, or you know, and that way when he opens his mouth is open, and he opens and closes, and then you can move it around as you need, and then I'm Batman. Then there you're done. That's how simple it could be. So, yeah. But anyway, I think that will be it for today. Nice little short stream. I normally do Diablo or artwork. That's normally what I do. I rarely do chatting. I rarely do. But I'm excited that this has possibilities. So when this thing is done charging, and I'll come back and make my own little avatars, not just for myself, but probably for people that I know that need one as well. And since it's a standalone program, I literally can make one and send it right to them and say, yeah, there's the file. That's where it's at. That's what you need to use when you do your thing there. So, pretty excited. Pretty excited. Alright, where's this thing here? Alright, everybody, thank you again. Thank you, Gal. Okay, that is really fucking loud. I've got to fix that because it's talking on top of me, and I'm just like, that's too much. I got to fix that. Okay, so got some new followers here. Got Galtrad and Nathan. Thank you guys for the follows, and thank you Snarky for your for the 100 bits, and thank you Lestat coming by here at the very end to say goodbye, and thank you for lurking, and anybody else that I have not caught, thank you for being here, and I will see you all next time. Take care of yourselves.